Fuck, would I look good though? Okay. Okay. I don't know if this is working or not, but uh, just wanted to get my thoughts out on the new Crow movie. You know, uh, honestly, maybe a bad take, but I didn't think it was the worst movie of all time. But it's definitely not like,
I've
the
taken my
Crow.
ride in the big black car.
I'm a big fan of The Crow. I've been for a while, since I was a little kid. I was introduced to the movie, and I have a bunch of merch, not only of the movie, but of the comic too. Like, it's something that's very near and dear to my heart. And things I didn't like about the movie, well, we should start off with things I did. I liked Bill Skarsgård. I think he did a decent job when he wasn't being a pussy in the movie. Like, you know, especially when he wasn't wearing like the eye makeup tattoo thing. I feel like that was when the movie was at its best. And that's about it, to be honest. I feel like his performance was the best one. I did like some of the shots they took. I feel like they could have leaned more heavily into, the goth scenery that, like, the Crow brings with it. Because, like, the comic is in black and white. And the first movie, Alex Proyas, or I think his name is, he's like a music video director, and he just gave it this stylized look that I don't think has been replicated. He also made an Egyptian Gods movie, which was kind of ass. Which was definitely ass, but Things I didn't like about the movie were everybody's saying it's slow. I didn't feel that way, but I definitely did not believe that, FK Twigs and, Bill Skarsgård had any chemistry. Like, they kind of just fuck. And I guess that's cool, but it's not really like what I would portray as love being. I feel like the comic and the original movie did it way better, where it's just flashbacks to like parts in time of their life, like a proposal, them messing up a breakfast, or them dancing, them taking a shower to get a bath together. And all those things, like, make you feel like, oh, they really did love each other, and this was over a great deal of time. In the movie, you don't get that. It feels like it happened in a month tops. And I don't know, I really didn't like that. I also feel like the drug use, them being junkies, I feel like that could have been used a lot better. I feel like, I don't know, it might have been, I don't know how connected he was to the movie, but it might have been disrespectful to James O'Barr, considering a drunk driver did kill, like, his fiance, and that was like the whole inspiration of, writing the book. So I feel like maybe overcoming substance abuse issues would have been way better for the movie than them just, like, escaping the facility, and then they pop pills and drink immediately after getting free. I feel like that was a horrible place to take the movie in, and I don't know, they should have grounded it a lot more. Honestly, I would have been fine, and I don't know if this will come off as like, oh, he hates women or something, but like, I feel like FKA Twigs' performance is just so ass, and I feel like you could have cut all her parts out completely. I feel like you don't even need like a celebrity or like a popular actor to do that. I feel like, it could have just been like not anybody, because you need acting chops to like actually portray like love, but the time in the movie could have been a lot more diminished, a lot smaller, because I feel like it's just a representation of like love that she's giving off. I feel like the story works a lot more when you're able to like put someone in that place, like they can be a blank canvas of someone you love in real life, and that justifies, Eric killing everybody easier, at least for me, like when I imagine like, someone I loved really, really deeply in the position of Shelley, I think everything the Crow is doing is incredibly justified, and I would have liked a lot more time spent with that. Um, Also, part I didn't like was there's this horrible part where like his love is like wavering or some shit. That shit was ass. Get that shit out of the movie, dog. Like, how am I supposed to believe like his love was so profound if you only gave me like a short time frame, like a month? It felt like for me to believe they fell in love. Like, I'm supposed to believe these motherfuckers are in love for life, together forever, and like this was like the greatest injustice ever done to them, and that's why he came back to life. But it didn't feel that way. It just felt like it was almost like a fling, and that's horrible to like, I don't know, just represent in the movie. So I feel like, like I feel like those scenes could have been replaced like with the comic scenes in which he is like, just in pain and in mourning in his apartment, just crying on the floor, or like, I don't know, maybe this is like fucked up, but like self-harming, and like, like also like, I feel like this could have been like a Bill Skarsgård only movie. I feel like we spent too much time with Shelley in the beginning. I feel like, give us Shelley in flashback scenes of sweet moments throughout the relationship where he's like, in the comic dancing and doing stuff in remembrance of her. It just feels like everything was so like focused in the beginning on trying to make us believe that he loved her, but we had no time like really spent with them. Like, even though it's half of the movie, it just feels like, oh, they're raving and they're partying and they're doing drugs, and that's what love is now, I guess. That's about it.